It's like an NPR podcast now.
In what sense?
Because there's going to be sound effects.
I don't do that.
Okay.
Mason, I don't know if you recall, but last year we looked at welcome to Caravan of Garbage. We're doing a comic. Last year we
what an incredible intro for the new viewers and listeners. Wowzers.
Okay, so basically this is not, sometimes we do video games. We're doing a lot of video games lately, but every now and then in Caravan of Garbage, you take a comic from the past that tells an amazing story. It could be amazing in a good way or a bad way. This one I'm not entirely sure about, Mason.
All right.
I'm going to throw it to you, though.
Wrap it to me. Turn your chair around.
Oh, no.
Put your cap on backwards.
Oh, no.
Put your clothes on backwards, crisscross style, and tell me all about this thing. And I'll tell you objectively, having not seen or heard about it, whether it's good or not.
I'm excited for this.
Okay.
Star Wars Infinities, we touched on that last year. It's a trilogy of Star Wars comics, which tells alternate timeline narratives.
Yes.
But based on tweaking one thing from that particular movie.
But they're not connected.
They're not connected.
So the first one, if I recall, was A New Hope.
Yep.
And basically what happens is, at the end of the real New Hope, Luke Skywalker fires his proton torpedo into the Death Star, but in this version, it doesn't go off.
He fires it directly into the Death Star, missing.
Oh, terrific.
That's what happened. No, it malfunctions or something. Yes. So this isn't a continuation of that, but
it's a continuation of the original Star Wars.
Yes. So it deviates from Empire Strikes Back. Would you like me to get this underway?
If you could.
Fantastic. Okay, so like I said, Empire Strikes Back, it starts the same way the film does. The rebels are hiding on Hoth.
Bit chilly.
Luke's hiding out Luke's in the snow. He's like, I think I see a probe droid or whatever. And then in the process of him looking at the probe droid, that the Wampa attacks him and swats him off his
Taunton.
He's Taunton. Yeah. and then he's dragged off into the cave, right? So the same thing, he's hung upside down, he escapes, he runs into the snow. Han's like, I gotta go find Luke. And then by the time he gets to Luke dies in his arms.
Oh, wow.
So
wait, of what? Just general wounding?
Yeah, he ended up being, from whatever happened, he's like 5 minutes late and Luke dies. Okay,
so if I may, there's an emerging trend in these Infinities.
Yeah.
The first one was the incompetence of Luke and his proton torpedo firing skill. But in this one, it's the incompetence of Luke and his basic survival skills.
Yes, correct.
So in this particular version, he rubbed his hands together maybe one time less, and it killed him.
And it killed him, exactly. Now, before he dies, though, he has the vision from Obi-Wan, who says, like, go to Dagobah. Oh, sorry, go to Dagobah.
Luke, you're in a lot of trouble here, but take off all your clothes. It makes sense.
So, but before he dies, he says to Han, go to Dagobah system, train as a Jedi with Yoda. And Han takes that as, I'll be a Jedi. So that's how he interprets that.
Well, you always maintain that Han Solo is Force sensitive, right?
Yeah, there's a few little things that hint towards that, like the way he can fly. There's a bit.
The way he can fly?
Yeah.
That's a big clue.
That's a big clue. There's a moment in.
There's always, I don't know if you've seen it, there's a few director's cuts where anytime he goes through a door, like before the scene transition, he just flies away into the sky. He's like, look everyone, I'm flying.
There's a moment in The Force Awakens where he shoots a stormtrooper without looking.
Yeah.
I just think it's a possibility. Obviously he's not. That's just I
get where you're going with that, but I also feel like that's just a fun little, that's the fun little quirk of like, he's been doing this for so long, you can shoot a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
They're such clay pigeon targets that he can just knock them over without looking. But okay, I'm willing to do this. Wait, so Luke tells him go to Dagobah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. He doesn't scrawl it on his naked body.
No, he's
okay, all right. But you can't rule it out.
You definitely can't rule it out. So anyway, Han and Chewie and Leia and the two droids, they escape as Vader comes in, same as they did, except R2 was normally with Luke, now he's not.
Wait a minute, how do they get rid of the AT-ATs?
Well, Luke barely helped.
Okay.
He took down one,
Didn't
remember?
He figure it out? Didn't he figure out the...
No.
Oh, is that standard procedure?
Wedge takes one down.
Oh, never mind then.
And Luke takes another one down because he's running across the snow and
Porkins?
Porkins is well
He's dead.
dead,
I was going to say, yeah. That was a test and you passed the test.
Very
Porkins
good.
is dead.
So instead of going...
I thought maybe they could throw Porkins out as a lure of some sort.
Yeah, right.
He's the fish. You know how when you go fishing,
Yeah.
you put a weight on the end to
Yeah.
sink. You put porkins on the end.
Yeah.
Of the line.
That's what they love. That's what they love to eat. AT. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So anyway, they go to Cloud City as they normally do, and they're followed by Boba Fett. The difference being here, they get there before the Empire. So
because without the dead weight of Luke Skywalker.
Without the dead weight of Luke.
Well, they never had the dead weight of Luke Skywalker.
No, but they went through to the asteroid field, and there was a few steps before they went there.
Right,
and maybe I don't know. I don't know the specifics of it. I can't remember. They get there first, and Lando's like, "Yeah, I'll help you out, sure." And then he hears, there's Boba Fett's ship's coming in. So Lando walks in the room, and Boba Fett's just sitting there in his New Zealand glory, helmet off.
Oh, helmet off.
Helmet off.
Hello.
And he's like, "Give me Han Solo."
That was right. Was this produced right in the era of?
This was after Attack of the Clones.
Right. So they were like, "We're going to show this off.
We're doing helmet off.
Yeah, we're doing helmet off."
Yeah. So anyway, they kind of get the jump on him, and he pulls a gun on Lando, and Han Solo kind of has a bit of a tussle, and then Chewbacca just picks him up and throws him into the wall like he's nothing. It looks like he's dead. He's not.
Wow.
He's just knocked out.
Boba Fett's muddled his way through yet again.
To being knocked out.
Yeah. When you say Boba Fett draws his gun,
Yeah.
he draws his gun and immediately flies out of his grip.
Yeah, that's right.
I shouldn't have eaten these chicken wings. My hands are so slippery.
So then the Han and Chewie and Leia and that, they leave. They're like, "Thanks for the hyperdrive. See you later." Darth Vader calls Lando and he's like, "Hey, where's Boba Fett? What's going on?" And Lando's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man. He's nowhere." And you see him leaning on his cool new desk. You look under the desk. It's Boba Fett frozen in carbonite.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Helmet on.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then Darth Vader shoots Cloud City out of the sky. And Lando dies. Well, I think he dies because his cape, you just see his cape kind of fluttering away.
Then later you see Darth Vader, he's on the phone with the Emperor and he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then it pans down and Lando's in carbonite.
That's it. So anyway, they arrive at Dagobah. Han goes up to Yoda and Yoda's like, "Hi, I'm Yoda." There's no pretense.
All right, okay.
He plays no games.
Good.
Because I think he knows that Luke's dead. He's like, "We're gonna get things into gear here."
Yeah.
He was one of the hopes of the galaxy, and he died in the snow, the fucking idiot. So Han goes, "I'm ready to train," and Yoda's like, "No, you suck. Leia's training. Beat it." And Han
okay.
Solo's like, "Oh, come on, man." He's like, "You're good at nothing. You're a smuggler. I don't want you."
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty harsh.
Is that some sort of elaborate double bluff? So he wants to train harder?
No.
Oh.
So Leia decides to start.
Is it an elaborate double bluff because he wants Chewbacca to defend him, but then it was revealed that Chewbacca has force powers?
No, none of that. Nobody. There's no double or triple bluff. It's a regular sentence with no.
Does R2D2 ever just tase Yoda for no reason?
No, he doesn't.
Tase the thing.
There's no pretense.
Oh.
He just straight up tells him.
Does C-3PO have the force?
No. Nobody except Leia and Luke's corpse has the force.
Oh, it's a shame.
And Darth Vader and the Emperor, but that's hardly relevant
right.
at this point. So anyway, Han goes, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go pay my debt with Jabba the Hutt." Mm-hmm. And Yoda immediately sits down with Princess Leia and goes, "Listen, the reason you can do this is because you're Luke Skywalker's sister. Also, Darth Vader's your father. You're going to train as a Jedi."
You haven't done anything inappropriate with Luke at any point, have you?
Well, no, because he died before that happened. So that never happened.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, so it's kind of good again that he just tells her. He's like,
Sure,
"This is
that's-
information you need."
Yeah. There's no time for this, in my opinion. There's never been any time for this riddling around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Stop playing games, Yoda.
Yeah.
You
Well, actually,
senile old bitch.
it's now canonical.
You senile old bitch.
It's now canonical
Yes.
that senile old bitch you're talking about in a Star Wars story. He never wanted to train Luke. He always wanted to train Leia. And when Obi-Wan brings him Luke, he has a conversation with Obi-Wan's ghost where he's like, "This guy sucks. I wanted the other one." And
So that's
Obi-Wan's like, "This is what you get."
That's canonical
That's
now.
canonical.
Oh.
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
So Leia's probably better at the Force. Why does he not want to?
Because he's too mad. He's so angry. Luke's angry at everything, and Leia's more
she's
cool
pretty
and
chill.
calm-headed, yeah.
I mean, obviously Luke's going to be mad because his mentor Obi-Wan was killed.
Yeah.
But Leia's going to be chill because the only people who were killed in her life were everyone she's ever met in her whole planet.
But
Just
how
everyone.
chill was she after it happened though?
Really chill.
Really chill.
Chill like a psychopath.
Yeah. So anyway, Han goes to Tatooine. He goes right to Jabba's palace, or he gets captured and he gets taken there.
Side note.
Sure.
And this will probably... This is going to date this. But
Yeah.
does the fact that Yoda wanted to only train Leia point to Luke being the bad guy?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
all right.
I don't know.
Just
not.
questioning everything.
Question everything.
Just pretty woke over here.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
very
saying,
woke,
all right?
mate.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the most woke person I've ever seen.
Woke bloke, number one woke bloke.
For a dumbass.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, Han goes to Tatooine. He gets captured. He goes straight to Jabba the Hutt, and he's like, "Listen, you don't need to capture me. I'm here to pay the debt." And Jabba's like, "You're an idiot. You're captured. I don't want your money.
I want your love." Like the song, you know.
Yeah, put on this skimpy outfit.
Yep.
Dance. But no, he puts him in the Rancor pit. He doesn't have the Rancor yet. He's got 2 of those rat monsters from Attack of the Clones. Remember the arena?
Oh, yeah.
They're like big spiky face.
The
and
takeaway
rat
from this
tails.
for me is that the Rancor is a recent addition.
Yes.
Did he
so.
always have the Rancor Keeper? Did the Rancor come with the Rancor Keeper?
Yeah, they're a package deal.
Oh.
He didn't want the Rancor Keeper because he smells weird and
Yeah.
he never wears a shirt.
That's true. Yeah.
You only want the Rancor, mate. Yeah.
Weird oily barrel, man. Don't
It's
like
like if
him.
you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain, you know? That's that expression.
That's so
goes.
true. That is so true.
So anyway, Han and Chewie escape, and those rats escape, and they're attacking everybody.
So Han and Chewbacca don't escape on the rats.
No, they just bust out. R2 opens a door and whatever.
Yeah, cool.
But they leave C-3PO behind
Good.
as the translator by accident, I guess, because Han doesn't care about
By
droids.
accident.
Yeah, by accident. He's pretty annoying. And then Darth Vader shows up and he goes, "Hey, I'm looking for Luke Skywalker."
You know what would be my favorite? If I can just dial it back for a second.
Sure.
Remember in Return of the Jedi when we think all hope is lost in this scene and Luke's like, how's Luke going to get out of this? He's going to be killed. And then R2-D2 shows up and he fires the lightsaber out and then Luke grabs it and he lights it up.
Yeah.
I think it'd be much better if this version is even more... It'd be even more exciting if you think that Han's going to be killed. You think he's going to be finally be executed, and R2-D2 rolls up and he fires a thing out of his chassis, and it's a second vest. And Han puts on a second vest, and he's even more ready to attack. You know.
I forgot to mention this. There's a moment that cuts to Vader, and he's going planet to planet looking for Luke. And one of the officers like,
"Hey, is Luke here?"
"Yeah,
No, all right."
And one of the officers is like, "All our intel points towards that he's dead." And Vader's like, "You take that back, you son of a bitch. He's not dead. I can sense somebody in the galaxy. It's not bloody true. Shut your trap." He's dead, obviously.
He's dead, yeah.
He's wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I can sense the presence, man. I sense the presence every day, bro. So beat it, you know?"
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So anyway, he goes to Tatooine. He goes to Jabba the Hutt. He's like, "What happened to Han Solo?" He's like, "Yeah, he fucked off." And he goes, "That droid, give me that droid. Because that's my droid." So he takes C-3PO into his ship and he's like...
Because they were high on prequels.
You better
prequel
believe
power,
they
and
were.
they're like,
Exactly.
Anakin, remember Anakin?
Yeah.
The lovable Anakin, he makes his little droids.
So he
Makes his
sits...
kit droid.
That's right.
Doesn't build his own droid.
No. He sits 3PO down and he's like, "Listen, just FYI between you and me, I built you." And C-3PO's like, "Okay." Doesn't react.
Yeah, sure.
You think he would? You think he'd have some kind of existential crisis? And then he goes, He's
the droid most likely to have an existential crisis
Absolutely.
of any of the droids.
Yeah. So he goes, "Where is everybody? Where are all your friends?" And he pulls him apart and gets the information out of him. So he's on his way to Dagobah. Meanwhile, Leia's been training the whole time. She's killing it, man. She's chopping rocks in half and doing flips. Yoda gave her a purple lightsaber.
Nice.
But he's like, "You can't have this. You got to go get your own crystal. So go get the crystal. Just put it in this same lightsaber. That's fine." So as she goes, Darth Vader walks up.
Oh, and she's like, "Oh, this is probably some sort of spiritual test because he's a metaphor for the ultimate fear that I face."
Exactly.
You know, you know what? I'll just turn my back on him, and his face will explode off, and it'll be my own face. So I'm not even going to worry about it.
No, she's gone by the
Oh, yeah,
time
okay,
he
right.
rolls in. So, you know, they shoot some lightning at each other or whatever for a bit. And then Yoda goes into his mind. And in this in Vader's mindscape,
His mind palace,
his mind
if you will.
palace, yeah, he fights the ghost of Obi-Wan, the ghost of Mace Windu, the ghost of Qui-Gon, and they're chipping away at his armor, and it's revealed young Anakin Skywalker underneath. Just to be clear, he's still horribly scarred. This is a metaphor. It's a metaphor, Mason. It's a visual metaphor.
So is it a metaphor Are Mace Windu and Qui-Gon still alive, or are they also a metaphor?
I don't know. It's
are
not
they Force
clear.
So they're Force ghosts, or they're a metaphor.
Or they're all metaphors.
Okay,
it doesn't
great.
matter. What do you want it to be?
I want them to be real.
Okay, they're real. They're real people.
Okay, cool.
They're all
Nice.
alive and it's all real.
Nice,
Okay?
good. You know what? I think this is kind of. I'm almost ready to make a decision whether this is
Okay,
good or
then.
bad. But I'll hear out more.
Yeah.
See if you can change my mind to good again.
So Vader's just reduced
They're
to like.
riding so high on prequelitis.
You better
in
believe
this.
it.
All
Well,
right.
you're gonna love this then.
Oh, no.
So Vader's reduced to just a cape. The cape.
Wait, as a metaphor, but for real.
It's a metaphor, or
Okay.
it's a real cape. It's whatever you want.
Okay, and this time I want it to be a metaphor.
Okay, the cape comes off, and it's
Is he a little boy?
It's a little boy.
Does he
Anakin
become a little boy?
Skywalker.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so afraid. And Yoda's like, don't be afraid. Everything's cool. And then he's like, I'm gonna kill you. And he's got like the devil eyes. You know, his eyes turn black, and he goes to choke Yoda. So he
Did young Anakin Skywalker ever have the devil eyes?
I don't know, man. It's a metaphor,
All right.
or it's real.
So that was an elaborate ruse.
Maybe. Or maybe he had a moment of weakness and then snapped out of it. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So then he's back in the real world. He cuts Yoda's arm off. Yoda's very upset.
Did Yoda have a lightsaber or a stick?
No, he had nothing. He had a stick.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Leia comes back and she's like, no, you cut off Yoda's arm. Yoda's not dead yet, Mason. He does die. Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on.
And they're fighting and they're fairly evenly matched. And he gives his speech. You want to do the speech? What would the speech be?
Hello?
Yep.
It's
a bit more eloquent.
Hello?
Yeah, sure.
No, give me the speech.
It's like, hey, why don't you join
the dark side?
What do you think of this?
Yep.
The galaxy, me and you. What do you think of all that? You're my daughter, probably.
What do you want to have a red lightsaber?
No, she's got a blue one now because she got,
nice.
got a new
Cool.
crystal for no reason.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Were you listening, Mason?
No.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, just as they're fighting and he's looming over and she doesn't look like she's going to lose, but Han Solo's suddenly there and just shoots Vader in the side of the head.
That's classic. That is classic. That is absolutely classic Han Solo. He'll come in, he'll shoot a TIE fighter from a trench or whatever.
Shoot a man in the side of the head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He can do it all. Mm-hmm. As Vader lays dying, he's all, oh, I'm a good person now. Everything's okay. I'm going to go to heaven. So, you know how he does it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So he does.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, well,
There was no redemption there at all.
No.
No.
I mean, yeah, no.
He really goes to Jedi heaven.
Well, he's crying and he's like, everything's okay. I've got a daughter.
That is classic bad bloke behavior where he's like, oh, I finally realized I did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm dead now.
Yeah.
He's not.
That's the atheist on his deathbed.
He's not sorry for being a bad bloke. He's sorry that he got caught.
He's sorry that he got shot in the head.
Shot in the head is what I meant.
That's right. So anyway, then Yoda dies. He's like, good job. Galaxy's still fucked, so get out
get
there.
on that.
Yeah.
You could fix
and
that.
so Leia says, my work's not done. And then Luke appears in smoke, in a fire, just his face.
Yep.
He contributed nothing to this comic, but he's
Yep.
there. And then the Emperor's still alive, I guess, and the comic ends. So it's unresolved. There's no continuation of this.
Nice.
That's how this story ends.
This is one of the worst Star Wars stories I've ever heard for any number of reasons. Number one right there is this is like Empire Strikes Back, where the cliffhanger will never ever be resolved.
Yeah, right.
Because I assume the next Infinity's Return of the Jedi will not cut. It'll be a different.
Yeah, it's a different story.
It'll be Luke accidentally killing himself in another amusing way at the I assume what's going to happen at the start of the next one is Luke is going to go to Jabba's palace to rescue everybody.
Yeah.
And then R2-D2 is going to fire that lightsaber out and it's going to light in midair and just cut his head. It's going to javelin through his head. So that's not satisfying, but also we're never going to get an ending to this.
Yeah.
So that's bad. And also, man, they were in love with those prequels.
Boy, were they.
I
I quite like the first Infinities.
Yep.
I've got a video on it. You can check it out. This one, I think it's got some good ideas, but not as much.
no.
Did you like the bit where he was a little boy?
No.
Did you like the bit where Luke died in the snow?
Why would they ever think, even as those movies are coming out, they must have been like, we don't want to revisit this ever. But they were brushing that under the carpet
Yeah.
as it was coming out at the cinema. So
Right, yeah. So bearing in mind though, Mason, this is a legend story, which means it didn't happen because it's regulated to Star Wars Legends. But even within the Star Wars Legends universe, it also didn't happen.
Oh, for sure. And even in the real Star Wars universe, when they're telling stories around the campfire that maybe they happened and maybe they didn't, they're leaving this one till the end. This is scraping the bottom of the barrel of stories, you know?
Right, yeah. Anyway, that's Caravan of Garbage. There's a whole lot of others you can check out. We also do a podcast called The Weekly Planet. It comes out every Monday, and there's videos here every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe some other Caravan of Garbage stuff coming up real soon.
That's almost every day of the year.
Yeah,
and you've promised a video for every day of the year next year.
Correct. Yep. I'll never stop.
Never stop.
All right. Thanks for watching or listening.
I also thank you for watching
or listening.
No, just watching.
Okay.
Use all your senses. It's the Jedi way.
True. See you next time.
Grab that jammy, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.